Greetings, Aries Sun, Aries Rising, and Aries Moon. Welcome to your tarot horoscope for me by Ama Lightworker. Thank you so very much for being here. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. When you subscribe, please turn on the notification bell. This way you are going to be notified every time that I upload new videos. It is important that you also listen for the video for your rising sign and for the moon sign, because it will provide you with additional information. For those of you who would like to know more, there's two ways. You can either click on the link down here below in the show more description box. That link is going to take you to the Vimeo videos. Those are available for download and purchase. There's a whole new reading for each sign of the zodiac, an Akashic reading, of course, for those of you who are interested, or you choose to join. You can either click on the join button right here next to the subscribe, or in the join link right here down below in the show more description box. When you decide to join, you are going to have access to 3 different tiers depending on what your selection, your choice will be. And again, you are going to have exclusive access to videos, predictions for each sign of the zodiac that are not going to be available anywhere else here on internet. Contact me for a private reading, amalightworker@gmail.com, or feel free to visit the website www.amalightworker.com. A new service that I am introducing, integrating or disintegrating your masters. It is right now available for the special price of $, and the session take approximately minutes. You'll find out more about it through the website www.amalightworker.com. At the end of summer, I will be introducing a new service. Okay, so because this is my first time introducing this mastery service as an abbreviation, I'm offering that to you at a discounted price for the time being. With that being said, now Aries, allow me to focus on your reading. The general feeling that I am picking up for you has to deal with you positively moving forward. For some of you, you're going to have a feeling that you are picking up where you left off, things of the past that at this time come to a fruition or to an ending. You have to deal with new friends, new acquaintances, new projects taking off. You are going to feel very charitable, maybe by helping somebody, donating your time, donating your attention. You have to deal with a person that in some ways could be a little bit challenging for you, but you are going to end up discovering your authentic self in the process. There's going to be some sort of an unveiling, uncovering, discovering the truth, discovering where is it that you are stuck and working toward getting yourself unstuck. But it feels like it's going to be emotionally a very fulfilling month. Now I'm going to break this down one by one. The first card that wanted to show up for you in this reading, this is the Chariot. To me, it means moving positively forward after considering both the positive side and the negative side. It also means a time of reflection, reassessing your affairs, re-examining your affairs, decisions of passion, having to make some decisions over confusing matters, victory, overcoming an obstacle. Sometimes these cards, depending on what other cards surround it, sometimes it can also bring back to you an ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend. So now allow me to tune in so I can channel the message. Okay, why this card showed up? What is the message behind it? You are about to move forward with at least one area of your life. For some of you, they're talking about how some sort of a platonic relationship, platonic communication turned out to be something more, but it's going to happen in the most unexpected ways. For some of you, this means communicating through the internet, through text messages, through phone calls, before you actually decide to meet in person. And it could be a romantic fling, a romantic connection, relationship when you feel connected and maybe you weren't hoping for anything to develop, but something of a romantic nature develop. For those of you who are single, available, and looking. I have a sense that for some of you Aries, this chariot is bringing to you some sort of a lost deal, a partnership, some sort of a contract, negotiations. Maybe you thought that that deal fell through, that opportunity is going to show up for you in some ways. Granted, it could be a whole new opportunity, but the nature of it feels the same. I keep getting here that something lost or something that you thought it was lost, it will be restored. You need to have someone to represent you, to give you some advice, legal advice, or advice in the capacity of a professional of some kind, because some of you have to go through some sort of a new deal when maybe you have to sign even new contracts. I have a sense that you could be networking, because for some of you, they're talking about the possibility of attracting an investor or somebody who's going to help you to finance an idea, to finance a home, to co-sign for you, maybe for a car, could be about a mortgage, but it feels like you are going to align your forces with someone who's going to help you to gain something that you are after at this time. I also have a sense of screenplays, a book deal, a TV show deal. I have a sense like some sort of a deal, success that has to deal with social media, as I said, a book deal, something where you feel that you made it. You have this imaginable breakthrough. The next card is the Five of Pentacles. To me, it means misery, but also hope. Not everything is lost. Being viewed by others as unfit, but still remaining together. This is a reminder that a good friend or a good partner, a good spouse will stay with you for better or worse. It also means leaving behind your old society and walking toward a new society, a more accepting society. So at the end of the day, not everything is lost. You're going to have this turnaround of events. You find yourself changing your mind, shifting your perception, shifting your thinking, your feeling. Also, you experience like a change in your feelings, how you feel about a relationship, a situation, a circumstance, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your future. There's going to be, for some of you, hope that something is happening and it's going to bring you more money, it's going to put your name on social media, it's going to put you on the map because something is happening in your life, because you are accomplishing something, or maybe you are single and you're going to feel like you're getting all of this attention now. You have to deal with things that could be showing up to be fixed and to be repaired around the home. You find that for some of you, it could be the time for you now to expand your social connections, the circle of your friends, people that you hang out with. And I truly have a sense that you are going to go through deciding who do you want to spend more time with. And a friendship or a person could prove to trigger you emotionally in some ways. For those of you who maybe you trusted the wrong person, you lost money, you were scammed. This could have been, maybe it's a child that constantly keeps asking about money and your support. Maybe they're going through an addiction, or it could be a different family-related situation or a different friendship-related situation. This time around, it feels like toward the end of the month, mostly, you're going to feel that enough is enough. It is all about your Aries in re-establishing new boundaries. It's all about those boundaries. You could be getting ready to attend some sort of a spiritual retreat. This could be courses, classes, an online kind of a spiritual training, spiritual retreat. You could be promoting a product on the behalf of the company that you work for. Maybe this is something that you created, a book, and you'll be after a deal and trying to promote yourself so that you can attract somebody who's going to sign you up for this book. You'll be a contractor, okay, trying to look and advertise, do some promotion, trying to get your next client. You could be a mechanic. So whatever you be, it feels like you are going to do some advertisement, dealing with promotions. I have a sense that some of you, maybe you were taking care of somebody who was ailing in some ways. Maybe in parts of her, you still find yourself to do that, taking care of somebody's physical needs, emotional needs, financial needs. But again, either that circumstance is coming to an end, or you deal with your own feelings, like some show up to be unbearable. And that's when you're going to decide to draw the line, to draw boundaries. Some of you are going to be dealing with investments, moving money from one investment deal to another investment deal, but I don't have a sense that you are going to be doing this alone. For some of you, this could be you and your consort, you and your spouse, you and family members, could be about family investments, family properties, family inheritances. But this time around, there's going to be a better luck going around, at least for you, for your share of the money, the investment, the property, or the inheritance. The next card that you have is the King of Cups. You'll be dealing with this King of Cups. The King of Cups could be a person, male or female, of the zodiac sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. It also represents someone who did hold on throughout their struggles with a lot of grace and dignity. When you get this card in a reading, it means that right now you are leaving behind you most of the troubles. It represents self-improvement, motives, someone who inspires others, but it also represents someone who is a father, okay, who places family first, a very nurturing father, and it also means stability and common understanding, finding some sort of a common ground. For some of you, this King of Cups represents an authority figure. This could be a mentor to you, a therapist, a coach, a business partner, a boss, someone, or maybe someone that you aspire to be. You find yourself in a circumstance. It will be happening to you personally. It will be happening to someone around you with whom you are linked. Maybe they had to deal with an annulment of some kind, the annulment of a contract, annulment of a marriage, and it feels like they be trying to drag you into it. They be pointing fingers that you could have done this differently, you could have done this better, it's your fault, or they are going around pointing fingers like who's the guilty party. However, I have the sense that whoever this King of Cups be, you represent in your life, because this is a general reading after all, they not guilty themselves. Many of you are going to own to your mistakes, are going to own or finally admit and understand what is it that you have been doing wrong. Maybe you were in denial about it, because it's going to feel like a big waking up to a new reality. You decide to disassociate yourself from this King of Cups, or you decide not to react emotionally when you deal with this King of Cups. So that's different situations for different Aries. You just have to wait and see which scenario will be applied to you. So always look for the video for your rising sign and moon sign, because it could give you additional information. For other Aries, this King of Cups could be the one opportunity that you were waiting for. He's going to facilitate you meeting, finding an agent, an investor. This could be an agent or investor themselves. You'll be picked. Maybe you are in a competition and you'll be picked. Maybe you are an actor and you're going to an audition and you could be picked. It feels like somebody is going to handpick you. Okay, for some of you, this applies to a romantic situation when somebody is going to show interest in you in a romantic sense. Now, I don't know whether this could be the beginning of a relationship or not. You have free will. You decide to do whatever you want to do. But I feel that you're going to find at least one person interested in you in some way to start a relationship with you, sexual attraction, to help you with your career. Eyes are going to be on you. That's the sense that I have. The next card is authentic self. Who are you? And it simply means that maybe some of you have lost track of your essence. Who are you? And maybe you need to reconnect with your original purpose, with the true essence of who you are, because you'll be tired of always having to adapt, adjust, having to accommodate circumstances in your life, having to accommodate relationships, a person, and you are going to decide that this is the time to do your own thing, and I'm not going to care what everybody else thinks or how they react. It will definitely be another time of reflection, going within, retracing your steps, allow it to, all of these changes, all of these transformations. You also need some time to take all of it in, to let it settle. But definitely, how people see you, perceive you is changing. They are finally going to connect to your true essence. They are going to connect to who you truly are, in spite of how you choose to represent yourself. We all have walls around us to protect ourselves emotionally. It is a coping mechanism. At least one person is going to be able to see through that wall that you build to guard your emotions, to guard your energy, maybe. And yes, you are going to have lovable moments. You're going to have moments that are going to reach into your heart. You'll be crying, but you're going to be in some ways very in touch with your joy, with your emotions. Definitely a sense of accomplishment. For some of you, it could be about some sort of a relationship or some sort of a business negotiations that show up to be available to you again. If maybe one of you had to travel or maybe was stuck in a different area, in a different country, now there's going to be that physically being reunited. Okay, but for some of you, I also have a sense of family and friends gathering, maybe celebrating something, or at least there's going to be plans and talks about organizing going out, celebrations, get-togethers. If you end up purchasing a new car, take a second look at it. Have somebody else with you, maybe even a third person with you. You want to make sure that everything is fine with the purchase of this new car, with the car itself, the documents, the documentation, insurances, everything in association with that. But I have a sense that many of you will be looking or thinking into shopping for a new car. If you find yourself starting a new job, or maybe recently you started a new job, a new business idea, a new business, I would not be surprised if between September and November, it will take off, but you still need to be a little bit more patient for the time being. And if you'd like to know more, you can always click on the link down here below. That's going to take you to the Vimeo videos, or you decide to join, okay, the membership program that I run right here on YouTube, where you are going to get exclusive access to new videos. They are going to be twice as long for each sign of the zodiac and a lot more. Contact me for a private reading, amalightworker@gmail.com, or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. Thank you so very much. Like, share, subscribe, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.